just spoke about with the team. I think the word I'd use to sum this up would be very encouraged. We had 8 players out, then 9 when Em just sprained her ankle, and everyone stepped up. So I think the way in which we lost the possession game, I think 28 second chance opportunities they had, and our 13 missed 3 throws. I think it's very encouraging that it was a 10-point game despite of that. So so much we can take out of that, so much we're going to get better as a group. I thought defensively some really solid stretches if we take out the defensive rebounding. I thought our pick and roll covers were really disruptive. Our full court pressure really got us back in that game in the end of the second. So lots of positives on that one.
And obviously, Emily made a major defensive impact. What can you say about that, and then the severity of the ankle sprain?
Yeah, should be fine. So no problems there. I think that's the thing with Em. She does a bit of everything, and it's blocks, gets rebounds, gets steals, always in the right place at the right time. So really excited. I think she's got so much potential to unfill this year on both sides of the ball, defensively and offensively. I think we're having to play some funky lineups tonight with multiple bigs out there, and she did a great job adapting throughout.
And the fouls for both teams were a real challenge throughout the game. Is that young teams in the preseason kind of showing itself?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the key for us would be how can we keep maximizing disruption, which we want as a key part of our identity this year, but then obviously being very intentional with the fouls and how we're showing hands, etc.
Coach, what was it like to finally get out there and play a game?
Yeah, it was a great feeling. I think kind of like 5 minutes into the first, I could just see all our players relaxed. I felt one of the highlights that I felt as a staff, we wanted to shout out the whole staff, like our assistants, our performance team, for our first ever game as a I shouldn't say first ever, for the rebirth of the Portland Fire. Incredible. Like everyone was executing their job, so really proud of the whole group and the staff we have.
When do you feel like you saw the players really get into a groove?
Yeah, I'd say that run we had in the second, when we really came back into it, that was cool, just seeing the momentum and how everything started clicking. And then even the halftime, just walking into the locker and they have some really good discussions using our terminology, using our language. So that was a great sign.
Did you hope to get out of this what you thought you might get going?
Oh, absolutely. Even more so. Like even more encouraged. I think it gives us, as soon as we watch the film back, it's going to give us a really clear idea of what we want to hit in these next few days of practice. But I think it's going to be better than we thought if we take out the defensive rebounding.
What do you take from this?
Yeah, I think just keep doing what we're doing with our defense in terms of that disruption piece. Double down on our pick and roll covers. I thought that really helped keep them in neutral tonight. I didn't think they did I didn't feel like they were creating tons of advantages out of pick and roll, because we did a really good job staying in neutral there. So I think it's just really, like I said, on the defensive rebounding piece, I think that's going to be a big focus for us over the next 4 days in practice. So it's really, how can we start winning the possession game, and then we're going to be in a good place.
What will implementing the newly arriving players look like in the coming days? Obviously, you'll play LA on Sunday. Could we see Bridget, getting her chance?
Absolutely. Good chance. There'll be lots of different lineups, lots of different rotations we'll be seeing in that next LA game. So just another great opportunity for us to work things out as we prepare for that home opener.